Dirkson was one of my personal favorite Piston Cup racers from the first Cars movie. I really like his color combination of black and green. There aren't that many Cars characters with that color combination. The only one I could think of is like Rip Slinger from Planes, and he's from Planes. But despite Dirkson being one of my personal favorites, I never got him. You see, I never really got that many Cars 1 Piston Cup cars when I was younger. I only really got the ones that were released in 2007 because most of the other ones were only released at like Kmart collector days as rubber tire variants, and all the Kmarts around me were closed when those happened, and I was really young, so I wouldn't have known that there was some sort of Kmart collector event if the Kmarts were open. So I never really got that many Piston Cup cars, but now, thanks to the Blue Desert series re-releasing a ton of Cars 1 Piston Cup cars, I am finally getting them, including Dirkson here, finally. Anyway guys, welcome back to yet another review. Today we're going to be taking a look at, of course, Dirkson D'Agostino from the Dynaco 400 series, so let's get started. You know, when I was really little, I had this one Cars book, like a storybook, and one of the drawings had a bunch of Piston Cup racers on it, and Dirkson was in the way back in the pack, really small, but he really stood out to me. He was the only car that was green. I hadn't seen him in the movie before. I hadn't noticed him in the movie because he was such a minor character. But when I was little, I thought that car in that drawing was Chick Hicks because he was partially green, and I was so confused. And then, of course, I later learned that it was its own character. After the Dynaco 400, a tiebreaker race is needed to determine the winner of the Piston Cup. We got all these guys driving by. A big chunk of them have been released in the Dynaco 400 series since they started using this picture. You got Todd Marcus, Claude Scruggs, who's been released, Paul Ingas, who's been released, recently got a metallic release, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Aiken Axler, who's been released, Ruby Easyoaks, and now Dirkson. I love his expression, it's ridiculous. So a bunch of these guys from this picture have been released. Then of course we have Kevin Shiftright, Billy Oil Changer, Slider Petrolsky, who I believe isn't out yet, and of course Claude Scruggs, looking like neon yellow there. I'm pretty sure Slider is yet to be released in the Blue Desert line, but he's on the packaging of most of them. Is he on the back of Paunchy? Yeah, he is. Alright. Anyway, here we finally have Dirkson out of the package. Unfortunately, he's got a little paint blemish next to the eye. Nothing we could really do about that. He is using, hold on. Oh, he's got another little paint thing at the bottom. That's unfortunate. Well, that's a shame. Anyway, he is using the RPM body compared to the Nitroid body that Paunchy there is using. And he's got a pretty generic expression that most of the cars of the RPM model have. We've got the Trunk Fresh logo there with a little flower next to the word trunk. Really like the color combination again. Number 34 on his headlight there. On the side, we have those nice light green Lightyear tires. No other car is really this shade of green. Not in Cars 3 either. We've got the number 34 on the side, of course, and his secondary sponsors, which include the Piston Cup, Nitroid, Revolting, Mood Springs, Octane Gain, Vitaline, No Stall, Gas Skits, Gas Prin, Easy Idle, RPM, Little Turkey Pistons, Leak Less, Retread, and Clutch Aid. Then we have this sort of triangle design. Got another Trunk Fresh logo where trunk is in white and then fresh is in black. We have all these other white flowers there, probably representing that it's supposed to be like a nice flowery smell. Got number 34 there on top, and even more flowers on the back. And also on the back is another Trunk Fresh logo that looks sort of squashed. If you know what I'm saying. The word fresh just looks kind of squashed there. As well as the number 34 there as well. Got the same details on the other side. And there is his base. Anyway guys, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye now.